Back, we are back, we are back, we are back, we are back. Belt Kings Fantasy Football League. It's your man, Tony D, aka the Random Multi Broadcaster. It is the 2025 season. This is week 2 of the NFL 2025 season. I am joined by my man, Fireman Richard, the Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 0600 a.m. Eastern Standard, Eastern Daylight Time on Rumble Studio. Rich, what the hell, guy's name? How are you?
Let me turn the mic up here. That's broadcasting 101. I am. Okay, where am I at here? Okay, I got to find my tab here. Okay, I'm doing great. Glad to be here for another season of Belt Kings Fantasy Football. We're starting a new season. We weren't here last week. Real world stuff comes up and all that, and but glad to be on your show and hear Tony once again as a guest. And I don't know squat about football, but I enjoy watching it. And as far as that goes, and I look forward to a really great season. I think we had a really great first week last week, despite some of the losses some teams took. We had a good first week of football, so it's encouraging.
Yes. We also joined by my man Brian, the original co-host, one of my broadcast partners for the past 4 years. Brian, what is going on? I know we're going to have a quick morning because you need to take your butt back to sleep. What's happening, man?
Waking up, having my cup of coffee.
It sounds like you're here, right?
For you guys up north, the way y'all say it.
Watch yourself.
Just have my good morning, a cup of Joe, my coffee.
Coffee, yeah. That's
one recap. If you do not mind, please go for yours.
Well, I mean, to be expected. It's just, teams, finally trying out other schemes, gelling, trying to, get the, a lot of impressive day one performances. I mean, Michael Penix, quarterback of Atlanta, balled out. Danny Dimes.
I told y'all that's gonna be the man.
Yeah,
I told y'all.
Danny Dimes in Indianapolis. Who knew?
Different offense, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like, why offensive coordinators are so important, because they know the strength and weaknesses of their quarterback. So you got to play to their strengths. Like accentuate more of the positive of what they can do, and then just hide the negatives. I mean, negatives like if they hold on to the ball too long or whatever the case may be, but you have a good system, they fit right in and just off to the races, because now it's something that it's like fluid. It can be very fluid for them. So I mean, like Michael Pittman Jr., man, got me good points.
Good.
Yeah, got me really good points. So yeah, my Danny Dimes, who knew? Michael Penix, who else had this ball? I mean, Ravens showed that they mean business this year. I mean, as good as the Buffalo defense, which the Buffalo defense has let me down. But I'm not that mad. But because Baltimore has always been known. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got like Derrick Henry, then you got Mark Andrews, and then on top of that, I completely forgot former Houston Texans D Hop. Caught that.
I did too. I
completely forgot that he was on Baltimore, because when when the news he got sent there, I was like, ooh, dang, Baltimore's not playing.
Yeah, that was a sleep.
Yeah,
that caught me on the loop. Rich,
yes.
Give us a recap on last week's numbers.
Last week we have something we're continuing this season, and that's win losses as far as that goes. We have several people. We even have I've got the CBS Sports guy there, Pete Presco. He did pretty good. Him and Captain Rehab topped it off last week with where are they at? Hold it. Let's see. No, that's preseason. What the hell? Let me get to my notes here. Had a really good first week at 13-3.
Jesus.
CBS. I mean, they rocked, and then coming in right behind that was you, Tony, at 12. let's see. Did Ted come in? Where did Ted come in?
Please tell me I did good. Please tell me I did good.
No, you were up there. You were up there. You were 11-5.
Good. I'll take it.
And but Ted was 12-4. So okay, so you were right. You and Ted were right in the middle, and then myself, I was 8-8. Tina was 6-10, and Brian came up at 5-11. He sort of bombed out there on the second half of the games there and stuff like that.
In his defense,
yeah,
it was a lot of.
Well, there was a good game. You know, Jets lost, but they played good.
Late game antics happening and shenanigans, not being disrespectful, but there was a bit of a change of the tide, if you will, in a few games. I did notice that.
Right.
There was a bit. I'm trying to share this out while
Buffalo coming back.
Oh God, yeah, that was unreal.
Incredible.
I just saw it in the first half when Henry ripped off those first long runs there, and it's just like he just ran through everybody.
That's what he does.
And that right there in itself, I was just like, there's the game for the Bills. They just say they can't. How can you stop that? But Baltimore couldn't get it going in the second half as far as and it just goes to show that the game is not over in any sport until it's over with. And and the time management that shows the experience, you know, because the Bills have been there many times before and they faltered. So, but both teams played outstanding. I think both those teams will, I can say right now, because I don't like saying until about the fifth or sixth week, you know, who I like in the playoffs and stuff. But those two teams, just the way they were playing on both sides, I think those teams are going to the playoffs.
Gotcha. Anything else you gentlemen want to recap or cover before we get started?
I'm just kind of like looking on the rosters, like, you know, if I need to add or do anything like that. I didn't even know, like,
oh, that's right, Tony. You don't want. Yeah, I changed it. Saints. Yeah, San Francisco. Purdy's out. Yeah.
The youngest member of the McCaffrey clan is in the NFL. Luke McCaffrey, wide receiver for the Commanders.
Okay. Oh,
he's like, if my dad can do it, so can I.
Hell, Terrell Owens' son is playing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait.
I think his name.
Wait. Which Terrell Owens' son? The fifth son, the eighth son, the ninth son.
This is why. This is why, right there. That's right.
I don't know. He's got so many kids; it's hard to keep up.
When you have one, then you'll understand. How about that? That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
But just as a footnote, you mentioned it, the Washington Redskins did lose to the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah.
They didn't. That was one game. I think the Packers had completely control over that. So they did have who's the quarterback for Washington?
Jaden Daniels.
Daniels, yeah. They had him listed in fantasy football as being the number one. His stats, he ended up getting.
I mean, like for what it's worth, I mean, like his performance last season was very impressive.
Right.
And now, like, I think it was a good statement last season, and now this season, you know, because I mean, and Green Bay is no slouch too. I mean, not because like Green Bay is pretty much, you know, they're getting better and better. So even though I rooted for the Commanders, but I'm not disappointed because I knew it was going to be a fight. And then on top of that, like Jordan Love's got a lot to prove, you know, since, you know, I mean, after when you take on the role after filling shoes from a well-known quarterback, you know, it's that reputation because like, oh, he's not as good as Rodgers. Oh, you know, even when Rodgers came in, oh, he's not good as Favre, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Jordan Love, you know, I mean, he's got a lot to prove, and you know, and with the team and everything, they're gelling, and so I'm not mad. I mean, you know, as much as I wanted the Commanders to win, just so Dallas's record could look bad.
Well, his first game, When's that game? Against Green Bay, he did score 19.7 points. So I guess is that good for a quarterback in fantasy football?
To me,
okay,
yes.
So fantasy football wise, he did good, but the overall team did not, I guess. And this week, for week 2, he's projected to get 20 points as far as that goes. So, or no, well, that's week 2. He was projected. Okay, for this week, he was projected for 20 points, and he met that close to where he got 19.7. So he's still, I guess, in the fantasy football, I guess he could still be considered. But the other tops that he's going against is Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Hurts, and Burrows. As far as those are the other top fantasy ranking quarterbacks right now.
Gotcha. San Francisco 49ers are going through some serious injuries. Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk. I forgot that wide receiver's name. They hurt. Kittle is hurt. I don't expect them to win today at all. I do not expect them to win today at all. A lot of their key players are down. Last week, Eagles, Cowboys, Thursday night game. Cowboys lost, but let me tell y'all something. They look like they haven't missed a step, in my opinion. Now, CeeDee Lamb did not get his numbers, but the Cowboys played football that game, and they lost by 4 points to the Super Bowl champs. I'm going to give them a little bit of credit off of that. We also had Minnesota and Chicago. Minnesota came back. Chicago was winning that game. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I think it was the Monday Night Football game. Minnesota came back last minute and got them boys. I was like, ooh, it was rough. So, to me, week 1 was good. I thought the games were good. I saw a lot of energy in the games. Shout out to the Jets and the Steelers. Holy smokes, that was a game. That was a game.
Encouraging.
Aaron Rodgers showed that he hasn't missed a step. He showed he's going to gel with them boys. But you know what? Justin Fields and the Jets look like they were in sync. Win or lose, I saw a good game off of both teams. I saw a decent competition, and I have a little bit more enthusiasm for the Jets than I did at the beginning of the season. I had no idea what to expect, but I thought they played fine. Mm-hmm. With that being said, gentlemen, can we go ahead and get this started? If you do not,
Tony, I'm on the NFL page.
Sure.
How do you
go to? Okay, I'll take it back from where I started.
I'm looking at fantasy. And I'm
going NFL fantasy right there. Can you see that?
Hang on. Let's see.
You probably won't see the league, but just go to NFL fantasy.
Oh, okay. Click the NFL. Okay, let's see. Okay, because I go to fantasy and NFL fantasy. Okay, I found. It's down below the start. Well, no.
That should be the page you see right there. So for people out there wondering, we get our information from NFL.com.
Okay,
the league is set at NFL.com. I take the information off of there based on their recommendations, and I still make my own decisions. We are going to take it to. Let me start off with the QBs in the beginning.
Oh, okay. I'm on point. Thank you.
Gotcha. Brian, you ready over there?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Starting decisions, quarterback recommendations for week 2 of the 2025 season in accordance with NFL.com. Starting Justin Fields with the Bills. Yep, you have to. What I saw last week, go ahead. It's actually being spoken about that him and Breece Hall are gelling. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do better with them. We're not going to forget about Garrett Wilson and the rest of the team. But in my opinion, you have to do it. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, this is what the make or break with the Jets. I mean, because you have Aaron Glenn as their head coach. So, I mean, but let's just face facts. Buffalo is no slouch either. So this will be a fight.
At all. What you got there, Rich?
Last week, where is that? Here, hang on. What the hell is that? Oh, there it is. Justin Fields. He scored. Last week, he scored 29.5 points in a losing cause. So I think this week he's projected at 18. I would definitely start. He's a great quarterback. Start him against the Bills. Off the fantasy, I think full disclosure, I'm a Bills fan, and Bills are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a close. It could be a close game because the Jets held their own the first week there against the Steelers. Let's see. Is this in Buffalo?
Yes.
Okay, so that could be a factor where the Bills always play good at home. Used to say Seattle always used to play good, but this is a definite start. He's a top-notch quarterback. So there's no reason not to start him.
He's set to look like he's the future of the Jets, and I'm good with that.
I think so too. Yes, that's a very good point. That's
Justin Herbert of the Chargers, start him against the Raiders. I have no debate against this. None, zero, nada. I have no debate.
No.
Brian?
Justin Herbert against Raiders? Yeah. Yeah, no doubt on that. I mean, Harbaugh. I mean, Jim Harbaugh.
If you don't wake your ass up.
I know.
Jesus. Rich, what you got?
Well, he surpassed 300 yards in week 1 over the Chiefs, which I thought that was very impressive. This is another definite start as far as that goes. I think he's a good quarterback. The Chargers as a whole, interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them because they, as good as they look on paper and they played during the preseason in their first game last week, they're a great team. They're a good team. But it's going to be interesting to see how far they can go because I think last year they were injury prone as far as.
Well, that also too, but like as Tony and I discussed, like don't sleep on the Chargers because I mean, like
I'm right there with you too.
Yeah, don't sleep on the Chargers.
Don't sleep on them.
That running game, if Najee Harris and Zeke get active on that roster, their running game should be unstoppable.
I know years back when I used to play, when fantasy football was just on Yahoo, there was this obscure quarterback named Breeze, and I got him. And oh my God, did he light it up when he was with the Chargers? So I agree with you, Brian.
Yeah, and I mean, but it's just like with Jim Harbaugh, like his structure from what it was last year with what he had to work with last year.
Yep.
Still, with their so-so record, he still got the team into a playoffs.
Pretty much.
So
I'm good.
So like I said, like don't sleep on the Chargers. Because Jim Harbaugh, like he ain't playing. I mean, and the way he runs his team is like he's pretty much Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
Pretty much. Kyler Murray of the Cardinals, start him against Carolina. No debate. Zero debate. You got to. You have got
Carolina. I just don't know. Carolina, you just have to like flip a coin on them.
Yeah, but the coin's going against you recently.
Yeah, no kidding.
And I watched Carolina. It doesn't look. I had a little bit more enthusiasm, but I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. I can't even debate.
I mean, I don't know. Kyler Murray. I just think he's at that point in his career. He's plateau.
Well, he scored 18 points fantasy football last week. He's projected for 20 points again and I think against Carolina, he's going to make those points. My opinion.
Gotcha. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Dak Prescott of the Cowboys against the Giants. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no.
Yes. Jesus. I wish,
as much as I don't like the Cowboys, but the Giants, I mean.
Look, I'm gonna keep going.
Tony, I know the Giants are your favorite team. I mean, but just I mean,
the Giants are my favorite team. The Cowboys are yours. There you go. Drake May of the Patriots start.
You want to fight, sir?
You're shorter than me. I'm not worried about it. I am not a Giants fan. Start Drake May over the Dolphins. You have to. I don't know what to expect from the Patriots. I think the Dolphins will win this game. But I see the Dolphins are 0-1. I'm not even sure why. Listen, they had the Patriots running back, one of the top running backs to be drafted in fantasy football this season. I got to see what's going to happen. I'm just going to leave it at that. Your thoughts, gentlemen?
Well, last week he ended up scoring 15 and 15.8 points. He's projected for 17 against Miami, and this game is where in Miami?
I'm assuming it's in Miami. Yes.
Yeah, I'm checking. Yeah, it's in Miami. So I think I picked New England, but I think this could be a tough one for New England. So I think
I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins on this one.
Yeah,
like after a loss, Dolphins always bounce back after a loss.
It's a home team, and they're going to be charged up and stuff. But I think will still get his points for fantasy football. So I definitely start.
Gotcha. Sit
I'll be
him.
right back, guys.
Gotcha. They say sit Jared Goff against the Bears. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. No.
Now, it's because of the Bears defense, in my opinion. It is because of the Bears defense. It has also got something to do with the Detroit Lions. Seem to be on the decline. I think their window was closing. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, but still, like, the Lions has a pretty good offensive line. So I think
Chicago Bears have a decent defense.
yeah. So it's going to be a fight, but I would not start. I would not sit Jared Goff. No.
Even against the Bears. Now, they're talking as far as points. The quarterbacks who will be playing this week, he may not be one of the higher point scoring quarterbacks for the week. I understand that, but I couldn't do it myself. And I know Rich is busy over there in the background. We'll keep it moving. Sit CJ Stroud against the Bucks. You know what? The gamble says don't. But the odds are not in his favor. I understand this. What do you think? That's your squad, Brian. Go for it.
I know. So with the offensive line, I know that was like the biggest hindrance of last season, and they made some pretty good picks to fill that up. I mean, like every first game is gonna be like it's gonna be a little rocky, but I think CJ, I mean, the man finds ways. The man is a competitor.
He is.
So
those are facts. I agree with that.
So even though, yeah, he didn't throw a touchdown, but I mean, the Rams are a good squad, so really can't fault that. Yeah, I mean, I would not sit Stroud. I mean, you're still trying to gel, but yeah, I wouldn't sit him. No.
Rich, what you got on this? They say
last week he only was able to acquire 9.7 points fantasy. He's projected at 15.9. Given the team that they're going against, I think he has a good shot. I think this will be a good game. Tampa Bay, they're another team that plays pretty tough. I know this is Michael's team right here, and you can never count them out. You know, they're the division winners from last year, right? So, and it's a home game. So I think they're tough at home, but I think I'm rooting for the Texans. I got high hopes for the Texans this year, just like with the Jets, that they're going to have a better year than last year. Because last year, I think their season was deflated after that one serious injury, and I think it had an effect on Stroud because I
think the Texans will take their division. Yes.
Yeah, I think they're poised to do that. Yes.
Yes. Anything else? I'm not too sure. I can run back one position real quick. What are your thoughts on they say sit Jared Goff against the Bears? What do you think about that, Rich?
I like Jared Goff. I like the Detroit Lions, but I don't think from what I've seen about the Lions, and I know watching Michael Bathurst's replay, he had some misgivings, and I'm going to almost have to agree with him that Detroit is not the Detroit. They're still a good team, okay? It's beginning of the season, but I'm not too confident I think the Bears are a better team this year than Detroit. Detroit sort of faltered a little bit after the last two seasons, and they sort of peaked out. Where the Bears are, I think they have. They say the excitement in Chicago hasn't been this good about the Bears since when was it back in 1985? There, the '85
McMahon in the Super Bowl.
Bears.
Yeah. That's what they're really. I think the Chicago fans are really excited about this team. It's set for this season
because they got the blessing.
But I would not sit any of these quarterbacks thus far.
Gotcha. Aaron Rodgers against the Seahawks. They say sit him. I don't know about this. Somebody told me they saw some good things out of Seattle last week. Apparently, Seattle's looking good. I know the Steelers looked good last week. I'm gonna have to go against sitting him. Gentlemen, your thoughts? And then they go quiet.
I'm not. I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I know I recognize that he's a great quarterback and stuff like that. He is the oldest quarterback, active quarterback at 41. He proved that he can still hang, but he's in the pocket, and a lot of his passes are not the long bombs that we've seen from other younger quarterbacks. I think he can stay the course because Joe Flacco's shown that he can stay the course too, and he's just a little bit younger than Aaron Rodgers. So they're proving that if you're in good shape and you're able to play. I think what's going to hamper Aaron Rodgers is in a situation where defense is able to get him outside the pocket because Aaron Rodgers cannot scramble, and I think that's going to be a handicap for him.
I agree with that.
But I would not sit him after last week's performance. No, keep him. He's going strong. Maybe he might rack up another four
he's
touchdowns there. And
He's
let me
gelling.
see what his stats are for this week. The projected stats. Aaron. What the hell? Let's see. Oh, let me get it here. Where the hell is he? Okay, let me get this. Hang on just one more second, guys, and then I'll plug it in here. I can't type with crap here. Aaron Rodgers last week with that he got 25.7 points. Monstrous. He's only projected for 15, so it might be the competition. Yes. I don't know. The Steelers and the Jets. The Jets were no sluss last week. So, but I think the Bears might be just a notch, a tad above the Jets. But I would not. I think it would be ridiculous. This is a top tier quarterback. He's the first pick for so to say sit him, no.
Brian,
not
good with that.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
We got Trevor Lawrence against the Bengals. Yeah, I'm sitting Trevor Lawrence. And it's no disrespect against him, but I got the Bengals as a top 3 AFC team personally. And this game, I will put the Bengals over the Jaguars. I don't know what the hell's going on in Jacksonville. I don't see them beating Cincinnati. Gentlemen, your thoughts? Let me grab a drink while y'all do that, if you don't mind.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah, he's been struggling.
Yeah, he had 11 points last week, projected at 17. It depends on what the rest of the team. His fantasy points are going to be determined by the rest of the team, as far as that goes. I didn't see them play. I like him as a quarterback, but the team as a whole, I compared to the Bengals, they're always talking about Burrows, but the rest of the team, yeah. They're usually up to snuff there and stuff like that. So,
yeah.
I mean, if you have a better quarterback, if you have like a Burrows or a Josh Allen or an Aaron Rodgers, I'd put him over. If you have one of those guys, and Trevor Lawrence, he's still a top tier quarterback. But if that's the only quarterback you have for fantasy football, well, you're going to start him.
Fair point.
Yeah. So, it's just, I think I haven't played fantasy football in a long time, but that's just the way I look at it. It's like, now, are you in a league, Brian?
Yeah, I'm in a league. I'm under the Belt Kings, and then I have two ESPN leagues.
Okay, so you're 3. Okay, that's what Tony, I think, is in. He's like multiple.
I got 3 leagues, yeah.
3 leagues, okay.
I'm sitting Trevor Lawrence personally on this game. I would. Daniel Jones of the Broncos, sit Daniel Jones with the Colts. Now, y'all just talked about Daniel Jones. How would you feel about this prediction?
Oh, dude, he's got I'm starting him.
Go.
I'm starting him. I mean, because now, his looking at the highlights. I mean, he has an impressive game 1. I mean, he's gelling. I mean, like I said, like him and the Jones and the connection with Michael Pittman Jr. I mean, Michael Pittman Jr. got 20 points fantasy. That's good.
The wide receiver did. How many points did the quarterback get?
Oh, what? Let me see. Hang on. Let me go. Jones. 1 second.
I think I'd sit him against the Broncos personally.
Daniel Jones last week against Miami with a win of 33-8. So he threw 272 yards, 1 touchdown. Rushing, he ran 26 yards with two rushing TDs.
Oh,
so
damn.
He had 29.48 points last week.
Damn. Those are good numbers. Rich, what you think?
I don't know if he was still on the Giants. I'd say yeah, sit him, but he's not on the Giants anymore. So he's showing that he can play. As far as the Colts winning last week, and what is it? Let me get the Brian already gave it. Let me see if that matches with what I got, Brian. As far as points there, he scored 29.5 points last week. He's projected at 17, but just like one other former New York Giant that's doing fantastic, even got himself a ring, Barkley. I'm not going
to. Shots fired.
It's just the fact that he's another former Giant that's doing great in the first week. So I would not sit him.
Shots fired. You are not lying. Gentlemen, those are quarterback recommendations. Week 2 of the 2025 NFL season in accordance with NFL.com. Let us go to the position of running back. Expectations, recommendations. Move it off. Those were the advertisements.
Was that me or was that?
That was me. Okay, start and sit-ems. Running backs. Breece Hall of the New York Jets against the Bills. You have to. Let me be clear. I don't think he's injured.
Oh, is there a question he's injured?
Well, I know when he first started, he got hurt. He did get hurt the first couple seasons. So if he's 100% healthy, I have no debate against this. And may the guys be with him. Gentlemen, your thoughts.
Breece Hall.
Yeah, he's pretty much their premier running back, in my opinion.
I mean, he does have those sparks here and there. But yeah. If he's got a good rapport with Justin Fields, then yeah, start him. I know, and then the one thing that works in his favor is that he's short, so he's hard to tackle. He's like what, 5'7", 5'8"?
5'11", 217 pounds.
Okay, yeah. So in the sports world, he's considered short.
Yes, he is.
So yeah. I'd start him.
What you got, Rich?
I'd start him. He is active. 99% chance of playing for today, as far as what they're saying on the Fantasy Sports Pro. He did get his first week 14.5 points. He's projected at 11, so this should be a pretty good game for him as far as that goes against the Bills. It just depends on the Bills' defense. So he's the first line running back for the Jets, and there's no reason why not to. Like I said before, if he's your primary running back and you have somebody better, and we'll see if there's anybody better. I don't think I wouldn't. It's still the second week, so why would you sit him? You never know.
I tend to agree. There's no injuries.
No injury, yeah.
Amari and Hampton of the Chargers, they say start him against the Raiders.
I don't know him.
Zero debate. Let me explain something.
Yeah.
Chargers. I said it earlier. I'm going to say it again. You got Najee Harris and Ezekiel Elliott on your practice squad. What kind of running game do you have to put them on your practice squad?
I was going to ask you about that. Like, how? What? Huh? Why?
Najee has injuries. Zeke is on the decline, in my opinion. But
Zeke was just a waste of money.
You have the both of them active on your roster.
Mm.
They also fullback, halfback, tailback style.
Yeah, start Amari on Hampton because with Zeke Elliott, ever since he had that heavy payday when he was in Dallas,
right? He
didn't care. It was like he's got that FU money.
He may be injured and they're just not talking about it. He may have an injury, and
well, also too is Zeke Elliott though. So he's always struggled with a weight issue as well.
I don't want to hear that weight shit. Take your ass to the gym. I don't want to hear that crap.
That's just the reports, man.
That is the report. I agree, but I don't want to hear that crap.
That's
What
just
you
the
got, Rich?
reports.
I'm
starting him.
I'd start him, but a little concerned that was it last week he only got 6.1 points. This week he's projected 11.4, so that's a little bit lower, I think, on the running. We'll see. Chargers good team, but he's going against the Raiders. I think this is the year. I don't know too much about the Raiders, but the Raiders, they might be like the Chargers were last year. They're going to be surprising some people.
Both teams, this is a big year for both of them. That division is loaded.
Yeah.
I have to say it like that. The Raiders, the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Chiefs.
Yeah. Well, those three teams are going to give the three of the teams you mentioned in that division are going to give the Chiefs a run for their money this year.
There's 4 total, so that's the whole damn division. Not being funny. That's the whole damn division. Right. I see a lot. There's a lot of energy in that division, in my opinion. There's a lot of energy. Any last one of them. The Chiefs are the favorite because they're the Super Bowl champs or the Super Bowl contenders.
Contenders, yes.
So the other 3 are on the come up, and they're coming up pretty well. All jokes aside, Travion Henderson of the Patriots versus the Dolphins. Start him. Listen, I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. Fantasy football wise, he was like the top ranked running back. I was like, huh? He must be the biggest thing they got on that offense.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to start him against the Dolphins. There's no debate from me. Brian, your thoughts?
Roll the dice.
What you got, Rich?
I'd start him. Chargers are a good team. I think
Patriots. We're on a different team.
Oh, we're on
Patriots. Yeah.
Oh, Patriots.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta wait these 2 up. Y'all gotta forgive me. Please continue.
I've had a full pot of coffee too, Tony. So I have no excuse.
Yeah.
And I'm retired too, so we're unlike Brian there.
I'm trying to help you out.
Let's see. Last week he ended up getting 5.1, and he's only projected 9. If you got somebody better, I think I probably would, because I just got a sneaky feeling. Did I pick Miami or did I pick New England?
I think
I got a sneaky. I might have picked. No, I picked New England, but I got to put an asterisk next to this.
You will live it
I think Miami. They're gonna be romping because they're at home.
Exactly. What we got next? Tony Pollard of the Titans. Start him against the Rams. You have to.
Yes, I
think
it's
still win or lose. You have to. Brian, I'm gonna save you this headache. Win or lose, you have to.
You have to.
I'll be right back to him.
You're good. Brian, you got any debate on this?
You have
to.
On
the same page with this. You have to. There's just no. You just
you have no other recourse.
Choice.
I mean, if you don't have like a better running back on your squad, Tony Pollard, you would have to start Tony Pollard. I mean, the man, he's one of the running backs that are like really good, but then doesn't get that recognition like he rightfully deserves. I mean,
he started to in Dallas, and then they traded him.
Yeah. Well, again, like
Jerry behind Ezekiel Elliott, and then
but when Zeke got hurt,
punt returns, and
when Zeke got hurt, and then Tony Pollard came up and he balled out like the rest of the season, it was like Zeke who, but then they still nickeled and dimed him. I'm like, what? Jerry Jones, like, dude. I'm like, oh, Jerry Jones.
No, Jerry Jones did the right thing because Tony Pollard was also doing punt returns and killing it.
Mm-hmm. I know, but he didn't get that payday like he rightfully should, though.
Yeah, that's the business of the game. I'm not debating it. Travis Etienne of the Jaguars, start him.
I'd start him.
Bengals.
See, here's the one thing about I still struggle with his last name. Okay, here's the thing about Travis. That man right there, he is a one-cut guy because the moment that he sees, even if it's just barely 3 inches of a gap,
he takes it.
New York. He makes that one cut. When he sees it and he makes that cut, he's gone.
That's it.
I mean, think about it. Like, look right there. It says right there. Backed it up with a 71-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
So
Once
yeah,
he gets the hole, he's gone. Pause.
yeah.
Rich, what you think?
Soon as he sees that hole, he's in it.
I'm not familiar. Well, it's like the Panthers and Jaguars, two teams I don't really follow as closely. I have no idea who this guy is. That
He's
goes
been
to
in the
show you
league
how
for a couple
ignorant
of
I am
seasons.
of those two teams. But
Right, he's been in the league for a couple of seasons. He's pretty good. He just had injuries.
yeah, last week he pumped out 15.6 points.
Oh, nice.
And he's projected for 10. It's lower than what he did, but I'd say, given what he did in the first week, I'd start him unless I had somebody better. Not knowing who he is and stuff like that. But the verbiage there, it says what he played 62% of his snaps, carried 3 targets, picked up 41%.
And 71-yard run.
Yeah, 71. Yeah, so that right there, all those factors, not knowing who he is, I can honestly say I've never seen this guy play. I would probably end up starting him on those stats.
Yeah, he's lean and he's fast.
Well, just that one comment you said, he's got a little bit of a sliver and he's going to go through. That's a good running back right there.
Yep.
Pretty much. All right, let's keep it rolling. Sit-ems. Isaiah Pacheco, the Chiefs, sit him against the Eagles. I'm going to attribute this to the Eagles defense more than anything.
I don't know.
I'm going to attribute this to the Eagles defense. Yes, I cannot debate this. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
Well, I mean, Kansas City is doing what New England did when New England had Belichick. It's just a carousel. So it's not a definite like. So
That's
it's like
fair. That's
it's
fair.
like Pacheco will be in there for like 2 plays, and then Kareem Hunt will be in there for 2 plays,
good
or
point. Good
if
point.
it's a rotation. That's my main issue with Kansas City. That's why I don't get guys like anymore. I don't draft guys anymore from the Chiefs because it's like it's not a set role.
And last week he had only 2 points because of that, the rotation out, which is a good point to bring up.
That's an outstanding point.
Affect your players if a team is doing that, because he only scored 2.8 fantasy points and he's projected at 7.4. But how much are they going to use him? He's a good receiver, but if he's not being utilized, so I would agree with Brian. I'd probably sit him.
Now he's a running back, not a receiver, but
running back. I'm sorry, running back.
Okay. Exactly what you're saying.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Kenneth Walker, the third of the Seahawks against the Steelers. They say sit him. I'm going to put this on the Steelers defense again. I mean, as well myself, because Kenneth Walker gets the ball. He hasn't shined. He plays well, but he hasn't had that spotlight moment that he needs, and the Steelers defense will stop you.
Right.
And so you got like Charbonnet, and then you got Walker. And the thing about it is, I'm okay with this because the fact that because they're both ground and pound, and
Yes.
so it depends on the play call. So I mean, because each guy, I mean, you have a power runner with a finesse runner, which is really good. There's your ground and pound. So, I mean, I would still start him.
Yeah.
I would still start him.
I understand, and I get it. Especially if you're a Seahawks fan, you have to.
Right.
Rich, you good with this or no?
No, I'd probably agree with the sit him because last week 2.4, and he's projected at 8.5. So that right there, compared to the last running back there, I'd probably end up starting him just on those stats. And this guy, I don't know. I just Seattle does not give me any warm fuzzies this year as far as that goes. I used to say Seattle's always tough in home. I can't say that this year after watching them in preseason, and I didn't watch any of them last week, but there's something going on. They had a massive personnel shift, I think, this last offseason.
Huge.
Yeah,
huge.
So that's a little makes me a little leery about Seattle as a whole.
Just wait till week 7, week 8.
Well, that's true, Brian.
Yeah,
let's see.
Yeah.
R.J. Harvey, the Broncos, sit him against the Colts. I don't know much about this guy.
Yeah,
I really don't know much, but the team should be good. I just don't know much about him.
I don't know. Yeah, he's a rookie. I don't know much about him either.
The stats were last week here. He,
But
I'm
apparently, it
reading
looks
the
like
narrative on it now.
he did a 50-yard run.
yeah, 6.8 points last week, and this week, or no, he got 6.9 last week. Projected 6.8, so he'll make a few points for you unless you have somebody better.
Oh, but he's also sharing with J.K. Dobbins.
There you go.
Okay, so that's part of that rotation that you were saying there. He's
Yeah.
he's sharing
I think that answers it right there. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, because J.K. Dobbins, I mean, like he's a power runner. I mean, he did very well with Baltimore.
Yes, he did. And
So,
R.J. Harvey's a rookie, so yeah, we're going to have to let that be. Quinshawn Judkins and Dylan Sampson of the Browns. They say sit them against the Ravens.
That's definitely because of that.
that's a given.
Because of the rotation, I will say, more than anything.
Yeah.
Well, then on top of that, the Ravens' defense have always been top notch.
Yeah.
There it is.
And this is a grudge game too.
Absolutely.
It always is.
Nick Chubb of the Texans, sit him against the Bucks. That has to hurt.
Ooh.
Now, Nick Chubb has a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
He has a history of injuries. You're going up against the Bucks team that is a playoff contender. I damn near want to guarantee them a playoff spot, but right now it's going to look like wild card. But the Bucks they're not coming to play. And the Browns, we don't know what to expect from the Browns no damn more. I'm going to agree with this. Gentlemen, your thoughts. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. I'm late. And I can't believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, fans, commentators, opinionators, viewers, replayers, Ted Hicks is in the house.
Oh, yes, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night.
We have waited a long time for this guy to join us on the broadcast. I'm actually honored. I think I just woke up. Ted, how are you doing?
Doing well. Enjoying the football season and, of course, enjoying commentary from my esteemed colleagues that sit on this panel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're enjoying my man Ted Hicks at Real Ted Hicks. Go everywhere on every social media platform. This is the man that got me co-hosting originally. I'm still honored to this day, even though he's been dissing us for the past year. But he's got a real world going on.
He's a busy man.
He has been busy.
I didn't realize how busy until I reconnected on.
Ted's had a lot going on. Honestly, I fully understood. I know JoJo's doing church. I'll never debate that from anybody. Smoke's been doing his thing. Smoke's actually live right now on YouTube. Smoke's doing big things, y'all. Smoke is doing big things.
He's.
But we just finished the running backs. I've got no debate against Nick Chubb. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your
I'd still start him. I'll start him.
You'd start him?
I'd start him.
Running back recommendations, week 2 of the 2025 season, of course, NFL.com. We're going to jump over to the wide receivers. But before we do, we got to give Ted a good 5 minutes. Ted, your recap on last week, your thoughts on this season and expectations for this week, if you can.
Last week, I mean, it was good. I really didn't watch too much of the preseason. I kind of from a really far glance, I watched preseason, really more reading up on the wikis and the various.
You see the wikis or the rookies? I'm dead.
Hey Ted, just so you know, you went Captain Rehab CBS tied for first, 13-3. You had 12-4 on the picks last week, so you came in second.
Yes,
third. So you
as I said. Reading the wikis, WAIK, wikis, blogs from various prognosticators and everything else like that. But I mean, unfortunately, it's Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles. I'm gonna say Lions rounding out the top 5. I'm just going to leave it there until I'm proved otherwise because of what we've been seeing. Will this be the last year of this? I don't know. I mean, it could be a dynasty being built in Philly, or we could see the Chiefs back in there. But the one thing I noticed was not just the past week, but with the previous playoff run from earlier in the year, our beloved Ravens keep choking in big spots.
The Ravens are getting robbed. in the postseason, in my opinion. They're getting robbed about as bad as the Saints were.
Okay.
Every time they get there, there's no reason they should not have been in and or won a Super Bowl by now.
Did they rob themselves, or did the officials rob them? When you say they were robbed,
The
Not the
officials.
officials. Do you think the
The
officials? did?
officials. The officials.
really?
Mark Andrews hasn't dropped the ball in forever.
Yeah.
And do you remember that playoff game last year?
Yes, we did.
Just saying.
We did. So
And may I remind you
go ahead.
that blatant flag that was never thrown with New Orleans against
Mhm.
I'll be here all day. I'll be here all day.
But
you know.
we're expecting a good season.
Yes.
Of course, not just with Belt Kings, but also with none other than Fireman Rich's picks of the week.
Yes.
So just to be competitive in that, and I didn't know I did so well because it was a pretty tough schedule.
You got a good formula there. Whatever you did for first week.
Right. Rich, it's more of this. But like I said before, it's good to be back with our
Ted, we're glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I appreciate it, man. I miss having everybody up here. I'm going to keep it rolling if you gentlemen do not mind.
and also too, Ted, you got to talk to your boy Tony. He insulted me. He called me a Cowboys fan.
He insulted me. He told me the Giants were my favorite team. You know what's
Oh, there you go.
Artemis Siddles, wide receiver positions.
Hey, can I say one other thing, Tony?
Go for it.
Hopefully, I'll be back to my regular duty as being on the various team sites.
I think you're going to be a little bit hampered to maintain that. You're going to have to do a little bit more traveling from what I've been seeing.
It's that's what we're looking to do. So when we have this broadcast, to be out there supporting little league sports and things like that. All right.
Yes. You got a heavy schedule. Big ups to the moves you've been making. Without me saying it, because I haven't seen it. Shout out to the family and all that good stuff. We're going to keep it rolling, though.
Yep.
Wide receiver position, 2025 season, week 2. And, of course, NFL.com recommendations. Start them and sit 'ems. Travis Hunter, the Jaguars against the Bengals. I have no debate. None.
None.
Brian?
No, I mean, let him play. Show his talent.
Man's about to have a hell of a season, quite frankly. He's about to have a hell of a season. Ricky Pearsall of the 49ers against the Saints. You got to start him. Once again, I need you to look at these injury reports. Okay, that was the man's name I couldn't remember. Juwan Jennings. Kittle is out for a minute. Juwan Jennings has an injury, but he should be back.
He's showing active for today's game.
Purdy is out. Kittle is out. Ayuk is out.
Yeah, you have no other choice.
You have no other choice.
Question for you, for Jennings.
Yes.
How much practice was he involved in this week?
I don't know how much practice he was in, but I do remember him from last year. He was actually doing pretty good when he came in to fill a spot. Him and the other wide receiver, I can't pronounce his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. They can do it. Now I'm wondering who's at QB.
But my question is this: if he was out, and I'm not sure if he was out last week or not. The question is, how many snaps for him to make an impact?
He'll be out there.
He had 20% target share last week. So he's not getting the ball I don't think he's not getting the ball. He's not touching it that much.
That tells you everything right there.
He'll get the ball this week, but they got a lot of key injuries on that team from the main roster. So I think the Saints are going to win this game. But Pearsall, however I pronounce his name, I apologize.
Pearsall.
Pearsall.
Yeah, Pearsall. You have to be on the field, and I think you will be number 1 and number 2 wide receiver. Period. He has to be. Gentlemen, your thoughts, and I'll narrow it down.
No, I mean, just roll the dice and let him go like that. I mean, this will be a good time for him to actually really show his talent, see what he's made of.
Rich?
I was just looking. Ted, you haven't given me your picks.
Ooh.
I just noticing that. I was going back. I said, I thought I had your picks. You didn't give me your picks this week.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give.
Maybe I didn't hit send, or
It's okay. You can send it to me. I'm just because I was looking at this game as far as because Tony changed one because he had San Francisco. He took the Saints. So as far as
I mean, Ted's a busy man. I mean,
hey, Thursday night. Check on Thursday night. Fireman Rich. Thursday night at 9:26.
Did you send him?
Yep.
Oh God. Okay, I just didn't plug him into the thing. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these dudes.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I mean, you can't fault Ted. I mean,
Okay, yeah, I do have him, Ted. Do you want to change that San Francisco? Do you want to change that San Francisco one though? To the Saints, because I'm just saying Tony did because of the injury there with. So I'm just saying.
Oh, with Purdy.
Purdy, yeah.
Purdy,
Yeah,
I'm gonna leave it at San Francisco.
Okay.
He's
Okay.
staying with it.
Okay. I just didn't plug it. I didn't plug it into the main sheet and stuff. You're in there now.
All right. Keon Coleman of the Bills. Start him against the Jets. You have to.
Oh God, yes.
God.
You have
See,
to.
here's my thing with Keon Coleman. I mean, like last year,
controversy around him. I already know something was coming.
Last year he was supposed to be asleep. They were like saying, "Yeah, he's a sleeper. He's gonna break. He's like the breakout." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then I had him on 2 of my leagues last year, and
he didn't get the ball enough.
I mean, yeah, it was like, was that it? So yeah, I dropped him.
Mm-hmm. They spread the ball around. That's what happened with him. Rich, your thoughts?
He ended up getting 17.2 points last week on a great win and very instrumental in that game. He's projected 8.3. I wouldn't sit him. I would not sit him.
Gotcha. Ted?
Nah.
No, this is stardom. These are stardom, so I'd start him.
I'd definitely start him.
Oh yeah, definitely start. He definitely. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely start. Definitely
starts. Emeka Egbuka of the Bucks against the Texans. This is a yes.
Yeah, this is where we need Joe with all the pronunciations.
I got pronunciation too. I just don't verbalize it the way he does. Egbuka, yes.
You have to enunciate the vowels.
I got you, and I did, and the consonants, and the spaces. Damn you, gentlemen. We're in agreement with this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Why not?
He's projected at
11.2. God have mercy. 11.2. Calvin Ridley has to be started. I don't know what's.
I think because I mean he's been in the league for like what?
A while.
8-9 years. Yeah, he's been in there a good minute.
He's a reliable wide receiver.
Very reliable.
I don't care what the numbers say if you have any doubt of it. I remember when he was on the Falcons. He's out there. He will ball. He's even. I don't care. He's going up against. You got to start him. You just got to start him. You just got to.
You have no choice.
I'm not even going to hold y'all up. I'm sorry. You got to start him. Yes.
I'm going to disagree, Tony. He only had 2 points, 2.7 points last week.
Yeah, he's not getting the ball. I get it, but trust me, he's going to be the breakout you're going to hate if you don't have him on that roster.
That's true. Okay, so
it will be, yes. And I want you to remember that I said that, Rich.
Yep, I know where you're going with. Yeah.
I know his history. If he breaks out, you will kick yourself.
Yeah.
And even if you're in a wheelchair, you will get up and do it. I said it. Marquise Brown of the Chiefs, start him against the Eagles. You have to.
Okay.
You have to. Rashee Rice is suspended. Xavier Worthy is hurt. You have to. Don't even. You have to. Keenan Allen of the Chargers.
Yeah, but what?
Back with his old squad. Am I wrong?
Yeah, he's back with his old squad.
And he's getting numbers?
Again, Harbaugh.
Yeah, start him.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, he had 12 points last week.
Off. You got to. He's back with his old squad and a high-powered offense. You have to start him. Sit him. Jalen Waddle of the Dolphins against the Patriots. Holy shit.
Jalen
Waddle is one of my top wide receivers drafted fantasy football. He's going up against the Patriots. There's no enthusiasm behind New England. What is this about? He's not getting the ball enough.
Well, he only had 3 points last week, Tony, just to give you a heads up on that. He didn't get a lot of points. Again, first week, first game.
Yeah, I think like Waddle's stats, I think he'll start increasing by like week 4, week 5.
Okay.
Ted.
I don't know. I kind of think they have to look at the head. They have to look at the quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, and then the thing about it is he does have rapport with Tua. He does have rapport, so it's like, hey,
The question becomes, why is he not getting the ball?
Yeah,
I think something else is going on.
Mhm.
I can't sit him. I can't. Jerry Jeudy of the Browns, sit him against the Ravens. That's going to be because of the defense. I gotta say it's also going to be because of the Browns and their, what's the word I want to say? Inconsistency.
Ineptitude.
Even a bigger, better word. He's going Tony Kornheiser on me. Okay.
No, he had 8 points last week. He's projected for 11.3, so that might be an indication the Browns might have a good game this Sunday.
Shit, against the Ravens, I doubt it. Nothing.
We'll see. We'll see. You never know.
Against the Ravens, hell no. Brian.
Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, I sit him. I mean, Baltimore defense.
Can't debate it.
Baltimore defense. Yeah.
You can't debate it.
Well, that's a good factor there, Michael.
A huge factor. Michael Pittman, Brian. We're just talking about him.
Are they nuts?
Go, Brian, go.
No way.
No way. I mean, like, yeah, I had Pitt. Yeah, I mean, like, I didn't adjust my roster in time, but yeah, I mean, like, Pittman had 20 fantasy points. I'm like, that's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
So based on the narrative, apparently the Broncos secondary is going to contain him. I don't have much on the Broncos defense myself. I haven't seen their games where I'm at.
Here's the thing. Michael Pittman's style of play, the man will find a way. Because you want to know who he kind of shadows as? I mean, look who his wide receiver coach is.
Marvin Harrison.
No, Reggie Wayne.
Eesh.
Reggie Wayne.
I remember he was up there.
Exactly.
I remember that.
So yeah, just remember who his wide receiver coach is.
Yeah.
Reggie Wayne.
What you got, Ted?
The U.
Now you got to start Pittman. And did you guys talk about Indiana Jones already?
Brian did earlier.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, man, I put my dime in. Yeah, I threw my dime.
Jesus. Rich, what you think, Rich?
I wouldn't sit him. No, this is too important a game. I think this is going to be, for this position, even on the Broncos, it's going to be breakout on both teams for this game and stuff.
I tend to agree. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Just the teams, both teams are pretty much evenly matched. I think Denver, from what I've seen in preseason, and also the replays from last week games, that Denver they probably come out on edge. But the Colts, they surprised me last week as far as the game they did have. So that I would not sit this guy if I had him.
Damn, that was fast. Oh shit. Okay, good. Checking my notifications because my Facebook comments aren't coming up, and I don't know why, but it's all right. Cooper Kupp of the Cooper Kupp is on the Seahawks. I forgot about that. He's going up against the Steelers, and they say, "Sit them, gentlemen, your thoughts." I'm speechless.
I'd start him.
I'm speechless. Rich.
Again, rough start, but then once they get going again, I'd start him still.
I think Pittsburgh's defense might contain them. Again, I'm not too hip. I
tend to agree with that.
I'm not too hip on Seahawks this year.
Not too hip on Darnold, even though he got paid.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, we'll see what happens the next couple of weeks there on that one, Ted. Because
Rich, think about it. Anytime you put him in a big spot last year, what happened?
Well, yeah, that's true. He's the
not to say week two. Not to say week 2 is a big spot, but it's a game they should.
But he did real well with Minnesota. Just I think a lot of
last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
when it mattered the most. So I mean, and we know because we've been watching this game for decades,
right?
But you put these guys. I mean, these guys they'll give you these gaudy stats,
Right.
but when it really depends,
Matters. Yeah, it comes down
yeah,
to it.
that wild card weekend or that divisional week, or of course, championship week.
Yep. It's a whole different season and stuff, and you got to be up for it and stuff. So
I'm gonna say I can't debate it. And as I read the narrative, I can't debate it. Right. Jaden Reed of the Packers and Matthew Golden of the Packers. They say sit them against the Commanders.
Well, they won the game.
They won the game.
There you go. That game's already happened. Check those numbers, please. Ladies and gentlemen, those are wide receiver recommendations. Week 2, 2025 season, of course, NFL.com. We are now going to.
And their numbers were just 6 points each on them. So they weren't really marginal. So they didn't really, fantasy football wise, probably, yeah. But the Green Bay Packers had a good game.
That should have been a tough ass game in the first place, all jokes aside. Yeah. That should have been a tough ass game. Start them and sit them.
But Debo, if we could just run it back for just 1 second. Debo, that game got you 17 points, fantasy points, but it was a go pack go game.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's true.
Tyler Warren of the Colts, start him against the Broncos at the tight end position. Got no debate. Week 2, got no debate. Indianapolis Colts got to go all in. They need to go all in, and the Broncos have to as well. That is going to be
and also too. I mean, Tyler Warren, since he's new, I'm not that familiar with him, but I mean, you still got also too with the tight end position, you still got Moelle Cox. So he's a good tight end as well. So
bring that heat, Brian. Bring that heat. I hear you over there.
So yeah. So I mean, if they do a rotation, but I think I'm willing to give Tyler a shot because Moelle Cox. The thing about Moelle, like he's almost like in the same role as Jonnu Smith. It's like break in case of emergency, break glass, which I don't understand why. But okay, fine. That's your team. You run it the way you run it.
Yes. You get no debate from me on that one. Rich, Ted, y'all good with this?
BRB.
Yeah. For the Colts, this is going to be one of those games. I think, and I think the next selection you'll say, even though the stats aren't there for these guys on point wise, but they're definitely going to get their share of the ball.
I tend to agree. Ted,
I'm in agreement with Rich and the rest of the panel.
Gotcha. Appreciate it. Evan Ingram, the Broncos.
Yeah.
Start him against the Colts. I'm actually surprised. Yeah. Evan Ingram's been in the game for a minute. I didn't think he was going to get the ball or at least have any type of prominence with offensive points. I thought he was going to be blocking more than anything. But if they're putting him up here, they must be keeping him active, and he may still have it in the system to be out there with them young boys. I ain't mad at him. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
I'd sit him.
As I'm reading this narrative, I agree with you, but they're recommending the hell out of him this season in fantasy football.
What's this is the same Evan Ingram who's with the Giants a few years ago?
I want to say yes, and with the Jaguars. Yes.
Yeah. He only got 4.8 points last week. He's projected for 11, but I don't think he's going to make that.
You know what's crazy, Rich? He's sitting here looking like how Freiermuth looks for the Steelers. He's out there. You just want him when he hits. Big Juice is in the house.
Big Juice.
Juicy.
Big Juice. Easy there, Ted. Easy. Easy. Damn. You ain't been on TikTok lately. You can't call no man Juicy. Yeah. We're going to keep it going. Holy shit.
But wait, hold on. You got to run it back because Brian was talking about Tyler Cox, and I was waiting for you to say pause, and you didn't.
You got me with that one. You got me with that one. I'm going to give you that. Hunter Henry of the Patriots. Start him against the Dolphins. You have to. I will not use his numbers against him.
Yeah.
As a football player, because he does stay relevant on the radar of not just fantasy football players, but football fans. Big ups to Hunter Henry from a lot of what I've seen. Ted, your thoughts?
What did Hunter Henry? What were the actual points last week?
Last week he Where's it? Week 1, he did 6.6, and he's projected to do actually less, 5.6. So he's sort of middle of the road in a manner of speaking.
Next question is who's else on the roster if you sit Hunter Henry that they're going to elevate?
Oh, I don't think they will. He's there's no injury report on him or anything like that.
Okay.
So
All right.
he's 99% chance. He's 99% chance of playing right now.
All right. But let's keep it going.
Yeah, honestly, he's on the field.
Mm-hmm.
He's on the field. So he's a wild card, if you will.
Okay.
Jake Ferguson, the Cowboys, start him against the Giants. I have no debate against this.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Let me throw this out. Fantasy football wise, he wasn't ranked that high as far as the tight end position. And there were recommendations against him playing. I have to disagree. Isn't he pretty much the number 1 tight end for the Cowboys?
Yes.
That ain't happening. I'm not sitting.
Which I mean, at the time I didn't understand it, but like you had Dalton Schultz, that was like the leading guy, and then
so he was behind Dalton. That's right. He was behind Dalton.
He was behind Dalton Schultz, and then they just gave Dalton Schultz away, and pretty much thank you for that giveaway. So yeah,
he's out front. He's out front. There will be no debate in this position.
I mean, and the thing about it is too, the way he plays reminds me of Jay Novacek back in the day.
Yep, they all do it, and Jason Witten and all of them. Juwan Johnson of the Saints, start him against the 49ers. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to. Gentlemen, I don't think you all will be debating this. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No.
Rich?
Because I forgot who's their quarterback, because it's not Derek Carr.
Spencer Rattler right there in the chat.
Oh.
But Johnson, he hauled in the longest pass of the day from Spencer Rattler with a 21-yard gain in the 4th quarter. So, you know, he's in there in the clutch at the end. So I would say no.
Ted? Did we lose Ted? We lost Ted for a minute. All right, I'm going to roll with it. Sit Kelsey of the Chiefs against the Eagles. I'm going to let y'all have this one. This is your turn, Brian. Go ahead. I know who you're going to blame already. I know who you're going to blame already.
They want to sit him? Holy shit.
Exactly.
Who said?
Go ahead, Brian.
Let me see
what you're going to say. Go ahead, Brian.
What do you think I was going to say?
You're going to blame Taylor Swift.
His numbers are no different than any other tight end from week 1. But no, this guy.
I'm going to blame Taylor Swift. I know he is. He can't wait every damn week.
Well, the big question with Brian is he's wondering if Taylor Swift's going to be at the game, right, Brian?
She'll be at the game.
She'll be at the game.
She'll be at the game. That's his number 1 fuss every week. He hates Taylor Swift at the games the same way Stephen A. Smith hates Cowboys fans.
Oh, okay.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple. I'm not sitting Travis Kelce.
What are they saying in here to put him as a sit him?
I'll tell you why. Actually, I'll give you my reasoning. Rashid Rice and Xavier Worthy are out of commission, which makes Travis Kelce a number 1 target on their offense. Right. They will double team him. He may not get a lot of numbers.
Yeah, and then also to the Eagles defense, like when it comes to tight ends, like they
the Eagles defense as well. Yes, I agree with you on that.
The Eagles defense when it comes to tight ends, they keep them in purgatory.
Wouldn't you say though, when a team has a tough defense, the position that really stands out that gets things done is the tight ends. If other team has a tight end.
Whoa. This just in on Bleacher Report.
Here we go.
Chiefs Xavier Worthy reportedly looking good to play week 3 against shoulder injury.
Week 3. This is week 2, so he's not playing this week.
Yeah, so
he's not playing this week.
All right, so
I appreciate that though. We'll keep it rolling. I'm not sitting Kelce. No, sorry. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he when they're down close to the goal line there, he finds the zone. He finds, and he did that last
team. He was double and triple teamed in this game. Yeah. I understand that. Tucker Kraft of the Packers against the Commanders, they say sit him. I tell you what, I don't even know what the numbers were in that game. Yeah, he wasn't ranked high with the tight end position, if I remember correctly, during the draft at the beginning of the season. I'm going to keep a radar on him based on what Nancy told me either last season or the season before. Shout out to Nancy if she ever catches the replays. Nancy, we miss you. I miss your ass coming up here with damn information, Nancy. Get back up here. I know what you got going on, but get back up here. Gentlemen, your thoughts.
Yeah, sure.
He had 18 points last week.
What about Thursday night?
That'd be let's see. What did he do Thursday night? He did 11.5.
There you go. I'd have played him.
So I'd say, you know, he's got higher than average numbers. So, and Bills, like I said, he's a clutch. Tight ends they're a clutch player, you know.
Yeah.
And this one, I don't see why they. What is in this verbiage? It says sit him though.
Okay, Dalton Kincaid. They say sit him against the Jets. I'm going to attribute this to he's not the only other tight end on the field. And how
okay, so it's what Brian was saying before, the rotational thing there.
Yes, like that is a rotational issue, even though he'll be out there.
Well, they probably had that last week, and he still showed up getting something like first week was 18 points. So I wouldn't have, you know.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
And then again, they were going against that was going against Baltimore too. So, so
Brian, you good with this?
Yeah.
Sit him. I can't. Harold Fanning Jr. of the Browns. Sit him against the Ravens. I won't debate this.
Yeah.
I have no idea who this guy is. So.
I don't. Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know who. I don't know who he is either. But which I'm like Njoku. Oh, he's still behind Njoku.
It's in the narrative. Yeah, he's behind Njoku. Now, this is the thing I will say. Njoku gets hurt, which means Fanning's going to come up soon. So maybe just for this week.
But also too, when it comes to tight ends, Ravens defense, they keep tight ends in purgatory.
He's got low points. I agree with this. I would sit him. His points don't register than where he would.
He ain't on the field enough. He damn sure ain't getting the ball enough. Colston Loveland of the Bears. Sit him against the Lions. No debate.
Yeah.
Rich.
Well, that's another one I don't know. So I'm just going on the stats only.
He's still playing behind Cole Kmet.
Right. He only got like 1.2 points. He's projected. Yeah, sit him. That would be a definite sit. I'd agree with you.
Tight end recommendations week 2 of the 2025 season. Of course, NFL.com has been wrapped up. We are now going to go to the position of kickers.
Just a program note. I have the Manchester City jersey here. I am a Manchester City Premier League soccer fan. And right now, in the first half, Manchester City is 1-0 against Manchester United. It's sort of like the Subway Series in Manchester there. So
Gotcha.
Manchester United is a more irreparable time. If you don't know,
how is he quiet during the Taylor Swift moment? And he talks during everything. Come on, your ass. Kicker recommendations. Stardoms. Brandon Aubrey, the Cowboys. Yes.
I had my crumpet today.
Cam Little of the Jaguars. Yes. Chase McLaughlin, Chris Boswell, Kylie Fairbairn, Will Richard, Will Lutz, Harrison Butker, Tyler Loop, Matt Prater, Evan McPherson, Jake Bates,
yes,
Chad Ryland, Brandon McManus, Spencer Schrader. Start them all.
Yeah.
Let me throw this out there. Tyler Loop is the rookie kicker for the Ravens.
Because what's his name is suspended. He got in trouble. Yeah, he got in trouble. And
okay. Yeah.
I'm running Tyler Loop at the kicker position this season for the rookie position. I ain't mad at him. Siddums, Matt Gay of the Commanders.
Why?
The Packers. It's the Packers. He was against the Packers. We caught that. Joshua Carty of the Rams. Joey Sly of the Titans. Daniel Carson of the Raiders. Nick Folk of the Jets. Graham Gano of the Giants. Blake Grupe of the Saints. Andre Bordegalis of the Patriots, and Jason Myers of the Seahawks. They say sit them.
Wait, scroll up to Stardoms. Keep going. Okay, cool. Cam Little. All right. Yeah, that's that dude that kicked that 70-yard field goal.
70-yard kicker. Yeah. Rich, you on kickers, Rich?
I'm fine with those. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cairo Santos, Ryan Fitzgerald, Andre Smith, and Riley Patterson of the Dolphins. They also say sit them. Tell you what, check your rosters, check your numbers, check the opponents. Kickers can be crazy, and they're going to go right along the line with these defenses as we wrap this up. Defensive recommendations for week 2 of the 2025 season, of course, NFL.com. Start the defense of the Rams against the Titans? Absolutely. Cardinals against the Panthers? Absolutely. 49ers against the Saints? You have to. Falcons against the Vikings? Let me tell you something. This is going to be a hell of a game.
Fight.
That's going to be a hell of a game. Shout out
and
to
it's Monday Night Football.
Shout out to Michael Penix Jr. Shout out to Michael Penix Jr. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like the Atlanta's got something to prove now.
I may have to go buy me a damn Falcons jersey this year. Now, shout out to JJ McCarthy too.
Why haven't you done so?
I am not a Falcons fan.
But you're really high on Michael Penix. I mean,
because I liked what I saw in that bowl game before he got drafted. I said the same thing about Roethlisberger. And he's a 2-hour drive from you, so why wouldn't you? Hour and a half. I'm not from here. I got 3 teams already. That will be number 4. And trust me, I know enough Falcon fans that will get on my case if I ever show up in the Falcons jersey. And I do mean ever. But you know what? I'll be in there.
No, you ain't got to worry about them. It's about Ted. You got to worry about Ted.
I don't have to worry about Ted. Ted's not down here. Ted's not down here.
He could get a flight like that.
But trust me, by the time he lands, I would have already had to face 35 people. I'm telling you, it's somebody in the state. But you know what? Penix is the sleeper quarterback this season, and people are starting to see it. One of the other leagues I was in, it was like, did Tony actually make a good pull with grabbing Penix? I'm like, yep, because he got 33 points last week in one of my leagues. The Buccaneers defense against the Texans, no debate. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna hold y'all up. Sit-ems. Jets defense against the Bills. I don't know about this. Ted, we're going to talk about the Jets in a second.
Yeah, we'll talk about
this. Sit the Chiefs defense against the Eagles. I'm going to let you all decide. Sit the Packers defense against the Commanders. I would not have. That was an even matchup to me. Both teams, full roster, all hands on deck, in my opinion. Sit the Giants defense against the Cowboys. I'll tell you what. From what I saw from Dallas last week when they played the Eagles, Dallas looked good. They did. I don't care if they lost or not. They played very well. They looked like they didn't lose a step, and they only lost by 4 points to the Super Bowl champions. I'm going to keep saying that on purpose. Giants, y'all got a lot to prove. There's not a lot of faith against you. That's why they recommend against you. I'm not even going to lie. Sit the Texans defense against the Bucks.
I would not.
No.
There you go. Brian, that's your world. Yeah, that's your world. The Bucks are going to come with it.
But it's a primetime game. They got an extra day to rest, so they actually get the game plan. I would not sit the Texans defense.
So wait, Monday's a doubleheader?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Gotcha. So coming Monday night and big time deal, and plus they're gonna fight, but I would not. I wouldn't sit them. No.
Gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your defensive recommendations. Week 2, 2025 season, of course, NFL.com. That wraps up all of the recommendations, expectations, and predictions. Ted, you're late to the game. I know there's a few things you want to bring up. Plus, we haven't seen you in a minute. We got about 7 good minutes left. Would you go for yours, please? I got to take a walk. I'll be right back.
Just for 5-man Rich.
Yes, sir.
Big game, Jets, Buffalo. The Jets run really well. And I also noticed with last week's Sunday Night Football game or Monday Night Football game, whatever one it was, the Bills just can't seem to stop the run. How concerned are you?
I don't know. That's a hole. They have to their defense. I think that's what's been hampering to get over that hump. They need to straighten that up. I'm still surprised that they won against Baltimore last week because the running that Henry did, it just those first 2, he ripped them off, and I'm like, that's a game. I just like they can't. How do you contain that? But they somehow they were well. I think the reason Baltimore lost that game is that sooner or later, as good as he is as a ball handler, Henry, he had one of those things where it was the ball got knocked out.
Yeah.
And it's just like I've been saying before he came up here, And you've heard the saying many times before, the game ain't over till it's over.
True.
And that was a perfect example, because even with that misstep there, as far as losing the ball, it just got down to where it's like they're going to win this game.
Yes.
And it just like and that's a missing piece there, because the Bills have been on that end many a times with the Kansas City Chiefs as far as that goes, coming back and stuff. So,
right.
But this game against the Jets, I don't think this is in Buffalo, so Buffalo's going to be strong. Okay, they're one of the teams that they're going to be, and I know I have some people I know up there. They're going to be they're not football fans, but they live close to the stadium. They hate it on Sundays because the roads are just blocked around the stadium.
Everything is just jammed up.
Yeah, but that should be a good game. The Jets, they played, even with them losing last, they played better than I have seen them played in the last couple of years. I mean,
that offense.
Yeah.
And people are not talking about, and especially, I'll say this panel here, for Tony and Brian, who scream about being offensive gurus. Tanner Hangstrom, the Jets' new OC. He used to be the quarterbacks coach for the Lions.
Right.
This guy could probably be a one and done.
Right.
He could probably be a one and done. I mean, because what I saw with Fields and how that offense was totally opened up, offense did not lose the game last week. And that was something we were always able to say with the Jets over the last several years. It was like, oh, they can only generate 12 points,
right.
But it was just the opposite. And
right.
I think it was due to, a lot of people will sit there and, rip on DJ Reed and, him being greedy and leaving and everything else like that. But left a huge void, veteran presence. And we saw how, they weren't throwing at Sauce. They were exposing the secondary. I don't know. I've got a funny feeling about today. I'm going to say, I know with my own personal picks, being a Jets homer, I picked Buffalo today.
Right. And that's even from, if the Jets win, look out for this season for the Jets if they win this game.
Right.
I really think Buffalo has it in hand, because it is a divisional, and they know it's a divisional, and they played the Jets before, but the Jets have something new. They have a quarterback, I think, is going to go somewhere this season with the Jets and stuff compared to past quarterbacks and stuff. And I don't know if that's because remember last year, either you said it or Tony said, is they have a football system or a quarterback system that's not really that good towards the quarterbacks and stuff.
They don't know how to develop quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They don't know how to develop
quarterbacks. And you look at Aaron Rodgers' first game after leaving the Jets, just like the guys that left the Giants, Daniels and Barkley, they're having great.
Didn't skip a beat. It was just like, oh, he's back to being Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's good for the football to as far as the sport and stuff like that. And just these games I've never seen a first week game where you had teams that lost it. They're right there. They could have won it, and they just that's a statement. Even with them losing, to watch out. There's still 17 more weeks.
That's true. Here's my concern with the Jets, Tony. As we know, Jets lost last week to Pittsburgh. Definitely winnable game. I don't have the faith that they can throw up another 40 points against Buffalo today. Hence, you go into Monday Night Football next week at the Bucs, at Raymond James. They could blink their eyes and they could be 0-3. And you know what that means? Yes.
You
know what that means? You're at the tail end of that bubble trying to get into the playoffs.
You're playing catch up.
And who plays it the best? Pittsburgh Steelers. They're always around that, 10-7, 9-8,
500 and above.
Yeah, 500 and above, and they've already beat the Jets in head-to-head matchup. So that's just thinking forward, a little bit forward thinking on this. What else? What else that comes out to the game that you guys are talking about with Atlanta and the Vikings? Potential to be, could be a game of the week. I mean, notwithstanding, we know that we have Eagles and Chiefs. We know we have Eagles and Chiefs. We know that's a 425 game. Okay, it's going to be on the biggest stage on Fox. Tom Brady. We know all that. But I look at games like McCarthy. I mean, McCarthy made a big comeback last week.
Huge.
Who would have saw that? Who would have saw him
Especially
being
after sitting out all last season with his injury there? Yes.
Right. Turning around that game and turning into, I think, AFC Player of the Week, Offensive Player of the Week. You gotta look at stuff like that. He's the stuff with McCarthy, also Brian Flores coaching up that defense. I'll go on record here on Bell Kings. We all know he has a lawsuit against the NFL. He should be coaching somewhere.
Yeah.
He should be a head coach somewhere because what he's done with that defense.
Go.
Just just from a glance, looking at the season, I think, could this be the start of the demise of the Chiefs?
They can't get any higher.
Right.
They have to maintain their standard. I will not call it a demise as much as I will say they have to be beat. Mind you, they only lost one game last season.
Right. But how do you do it? How do you do it with this cap? How do you do it with everyone getting older? How do you do it with everyone else? The balloons just came up. How do you do it with everyone else getting younger? And the fact of the matter, I think we sent around a clip. And we were talking about top 10 quarterbacks, the highest paid quarterbacks. Mahomes is nowhere near there because he understands what it's about.
How was he not near there when he was?
He's making the money on the commercials,
but he also had
just like Michael Jordan never really made. He made great money, but more than half his salary came from all the commercials.
Right. Patrick Mahomes had a 10-year, $400 million contract.
Yes.
And he's not the highest paid quarterback?
No, he's not. Dak is making $60 million a season. Josh Allen is making $55 million a season.
How many years is Dak getting that money?
Well, it's only short term, but we're with the NFL.
Yes.
And I'm back. I'm kicking gear. I'm kicking into gear.
He's back into his late night parents move. Let's go.
Guaranteed dollars. Guaranteed dollars is 4 years, $55-60 billion. So that's only 240. But we know the longevity of
Mahomes is sitting at $40 million a year is what you're saying. I got you.
Yes.
Top five is Dak, Joe Burrows, Josh Allen. And Josh Allen, I think, is just the end of the season he got that contract. Trevor Lawrence and Jordan Love. Those are the top five.
And Rich, really quick, how many Super Bowls can you add up with those five names you just named?
Zero.
Mahomes got how many? 4?
Three chips. Yeah. 2 additional appearances, so 5 total appearances.
But they're all in. Dak is getting $60 million, where the other 4 are getting $55 million.
So I question the Chiefs. How do they circumvent that cap? Because at some point in time they're gonna have to renegotiate.
Kelsey's going soon.
We've been hearing that for 3 years.
Yeah, but he's ready to go when he's ready to go. Now he's got $100 million in his bank and a billionaire fiance.
She'll let him know when it's
with
time
the
to go.
prenup. With the prenup.
She will let him know when it's time to
Shut your
go.
ass up. Listen, Kelsey will go soon, especially with health concerns, unless he's going to try to beat
Hey,
Tony
Rich.
Gonzalez's
Yes,
record.
sir.
Rich, that's a prenup and a postnup.
There we go. Yeah. There you go.
Kelsey's hairstyle says it all.
Unless he's trying to catch Tony Gonzalez, I expect him to be gone soon.
He'll never catch Tony Gonzalez.
I'm just
in the top 10, you had 8 Brock Purdy, 53. He doesn't have a Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson at number 10, 52 million. And even in the top 10, none of them have a Super Bowl.
It's a damn shame, ladies and gentlemen. That's a damn shame. Final thoughts. Okay, good. Week 1 was great. Week 2 is going to be okay. I don't know.
I think week 2 is going to have some surprises, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm watching ESPN now talking about potential running backs who are available soon. Najee Harris is potentially available.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised the Texans didn't go after him. I mean, Nick Chubb. I mean, Nick Chubb's good, but
Nick Chubb has injury concerns, in my opinion.
Yeah,
huge injury concerns. Ted,
plus,
how you doing, bro?
I know this is Bell Kings, but and I know we tend to color outside the lines a little bit from time to time. Are you guys affected, or how did you guys feel with the whole NFL and ESPN getting in the bed together? And NFL Network is now a part of ESPN, and now the NFL owns 10%, and then Red Zone and commercials, and all this back and forth. Like, are you guys affected by it? Are you guys kind of like over it? What's your thoughts on that?
Makes sense economically.
Okay.
I mean, because ESPN's always been the sports leader.
Yes.
Okay.
And football is the sports leader in the United States. Makes sense.
I like what they're doing with.
They just need to add rugby to it. That's all.
There we go. As far as football with YouTube is becoming a major player.
Yes.
As far as that goes. But
big ups to YouTube.
Yeah, as far as one of the games there they played. So I don't really see, I've watched the primary CBS and NBC. Well, even NBC, they've got the football games now. They're getting basketball too. So it's just
big money.
So things change. So you change with what goes on. Like right now, you know how I felt about Peacock, but I'm watching Peacock right now with the Premier League.
Right.
Go Manchester City. They're coming up on halftime. They're still 1-0. And there's so one of those things I dislike Peacock because of what they did last season with you had to buy in to watch the Buffalo Bills, so that perturbed. But
he moaned and groaned about it.
Oh yeah, I cried about it big time. But I've got it on the TV now because my cable service they get with no additional cost.
You got Peacock, yes.
I got Peacock, so
there you
go. Years ago.
So I can't complain. That
was a huge plus, especially for the WrestleMania events.
Well, I'm not into that, but I've become a Premier League football player or fan now with Manchester City, and but with with the extra sport, even sports. Paramount, they've been really pushing the commercials as far as watch the football on Paramount. So
yes,
I think if you get more options and stuff, I don't know if it's condensing the options because NFL. I like the NFL Network being their own independent.
Yes,
but then again, hopefully they can, because I think they've done a good job over the years and stuff, and they've got some great commentators. And I have NFL Network, so I love the and I love the fact that they replay the games and stuff like that. Because that game last week, I ended up watching the last quarter again because it was just worth watching again. The missus she didn't watch. She went to bed early at the halftime, but she watched that and she was just was unbelievable. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. So they actually, she thought they lost when she went to bed. When I woke up the next morning, I said, no, they won. I said, how did they win? And stuff, just it just, so long as they don't disrupt a fan's ability to view
Right.
at their discretion. But when they start pumping money for this and this, and they restrict you, I'm not for the restriction. And I think last year that's what Peacock did, in my opinion, and stuff. But that's last year. This is this year now.
Got it.
Brian, closing thoughts.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, it's new year, new team, new season, new. I mean, sit back and relax.
Exactly. I appreciate y'all being here. Go ahead, Brian.
I was gonna say, Rich,
Yes.
you plan on going to the pond and watch the Manchester games?
No, I'm not gonna. I'm not in no position to travel. I haven't been on an airplane since 1997 when I got out of the Air Force. I don't plan on. I don't.
The phone says 141s were in the air.
What's that? What was that?
The phone says the 141s were airborne.
But I don't plan on
Wow.
going. No, I don't plan on. I got too much going.
Yeah, Ted's planning to go across the pond.
Yeah. I liked it, the fact that Manchester, they came here for the FIFA Cup, Club World Cup. That was, but they got shut down real quick and stuff. But it's just a sport that I thought I'd never watch. But the Premier League is definitely a couple notches up from the Major League Soccer here, even though they're good athletes. It just it's a whole different caliber and stuff like that. And with the World Cup coming here next year for soccer,
that's gonna be great.
Because a few of the games are gonna be held in Houston too.
Yeah. So, I was communicating with somebody that lives over in Scotland, originally from Manchester City, and he was blown away when watching the Manchester City play there down in Philly. Couldn't believe how many people, that stadium was packed, and they're packed during the major, just the ML soccer league here in the States and stuff like that. So that's good. It's just more interesting than the USFL, which I don't think I'm going to, after this last season, I'm not sure, they did have some people cross over from the USFL into the NFL this year. But I don't think they're going to have that much of an impact down the road and stuff like that. But I do like the fact that NFL is expanding. I really enjoyed that game they had down in Brazil. The fans down there were wild about it. So that's when you're able to expand your viewership, and you got people in a foreign country just filling up the stands. That's huge.
Yeah,
that's huge.
I mean, it's like what I said last season. I mean, like the NFL should just go ahead and reactivate the NFL Europe. Because, I mean, you got a lot of guys that went undrafted. So the ones that are like undrafted, they went either Canadian or the USFL.
But then again, if you expand too much too quickly, that causes some problems probably. So I think the way they're doing it right now, that's a good suggestion, I think. And
because you have more eyes, but also too, you got guys that are over there playing over there,
right?
And you're not having to. As far as like travel wise, like other people could travel within Europe, because it's ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
You have no idea. I mean, when I flew from
London, I have an idea. I know exactly what you're talking about. The train system in Europe is outstanding.
Well, not only that, the flight. I mean, I flew I flew British Airways from London to Edinburgh, and that was like only $50 round trip.
Right.
So traveling within within Europe for the NFL Europe will be no problem, and plus you got more eyes.
Gotcha.
See what happens with the I wasn't aware of until the game was being advertised a week before that they. So what's this down in Brazil? It's like I'm automatically thinking, okay, the typical London and Berlin. Those are the ones for the last. Now they're looking at a game in Ireland.
And then Ireland, and then Mexico too.
Mexico,
I mean,
well, Mexico, yeah. So,
yeah, I'll go to I'll fly to Mexico. I mean, it's a cheap round
Ireland
ticket.
more than once. So
Yeah,
I mean, they've done
it's a cheap round ticket for me.
So what they're talking about is, and I know we're short for time. I just want to wrap this up. What they're talking about is, well, what there's been a lot of talk about, a chatter about, is that 18th game. That 18th game, we're at 17 now, and that 18th game kind of rope the way they plan to do it, make it like an international series. So spread out over the year, you have about 16 to 17 games that are done internationally. That's another way for, the NFL piggy bank to expand even further. And if you look at, like, there's been so much talk about it, but it's all based, and for all of us, for us to do our homework on this, is they can't talk about an 18th game between the NFLPA and NFL. They can't schedule, or they can't ensure that that's going to happen until, I think, 2028. And that's only because of
all right, Brian, appreciate you coming through, dog.
all right, Brian, that's only because of the schedule. They have the schedule, and as long as they've scheduled the Super Bowl a site, then they can't negotiate that 18th game. Right. Anytime after that. So I think the Super Bowl is only scheduled like 2 or 3 years out. So I think anytime after that, that's when it's going to happen.
Gotcha. I was trying to go before he left. I knew he was going to have to go sooner or later. Gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being here. Ted, it's been a minute. Thank you for popping up, bro.
Anytime.
Rich, appreciate
good being here, Tony. Good being here, my friend.
Absolutely. Big Juice, thank you for coming through. Brian, appreciate you being here. Any and everybody out there checking out the replays, thank you all. Any sets of eyes I did not see or know about. Carmen, I saw you had supported the broadcast. I appreciate it. I got to go eat. I'm starting to get the jitters. If JoJo pops up later or wants to do something later, we may do something in between games before the Sunday night game. So keep your eyes open for that. But definitely, everybody, check your rosters, check your teams, check your schedules, check your updates. We should be back next week. Should. There's potential for me to be working on Sundays, and there's also potential for me to be out of town a lot more. So I may be doing Saturday nights. I may be doing.
That's a good idea.
You all will have messages popping up. If I change the schedule up, I may just run it real fast because I may have to head out. So no disrespect to not having anybody up there, but damn it, I'm starting to get out of the house after the past 5 years.
It's been 5 years.
It's been 5 years since I started ripping and running. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it. I've had a ball with y'all up here. People telling me to get off the internet. And I got people trying to get me off the internet. So we'll see how it goes. I want to thank you, gentlemen, again. Mike, when you see this, know we haven't forgotten you. I've seen what you're doing. I try to drop it on the broadcast. When you do broadcast, do your thing, Rich. Do your thing. You had something going with your Wednesday night. Stick with it, dog.
Oh, you're talking about the football?
Yes.
No, I there's enough content that I can do that on the morning show. I got something else I started. It's going to be a Rumble-only broadcast.
I saw.
And I'm going to stick with that as far as popping that up because that's a good outlet for me.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. I think what caused that was doing the Let's Talk Football for the USFL this last season. It's just like, you know what? I'm not even getting into it. I save it for, I love being here as far as, we have the panel here and stuff like that on your broadcast. And it's fun. And as far as I'm not that, you guys are the wizards and the professors of football and stuff because I love the sport and I learn a lot as far as over the last couple of years, even more so about football that I appreciate it a lot more because of you guys.
Hey man, we appreciate you. I appreciate you wanting to be here for real. I'm gonna go grab something to eat. Get ready for these games, gentlemen. Maybe later on tonight. Definitely during the week. Hopefully
Let us
next
know.
week. But we will see each other. Appreciate
All right.
y'all for being here.